Right then, Sunday is finals day here at Stroud Bowl, English Open. Someone left a 5-pin there on 7 at the end of practice. Couldn't get a chance to go for it. Disappointing. We've got 5 through to 26 from qualifying yesterday, pushing 2 decibels in Austin and Natasha. Lee Cocker edge of the shot there, starts off with a strike on 5 and 6. Split to start for a left-handed Frank Stevenson. Right then, on the cameras that are covered here, we've got on up at the start here, Brandon Roberts, middle of the centre. Starts off with a strike. Purple hammer, what ball? Did we expect any other ball in his hand? Same can be said for Austin, but he leaves the Greek church. Alright, which way is Chris going to go here? Back up or conventional? Goes conventional. He's bowling both styles in practice. If you was watching the practice part, starts off with a strike. Top 4 from qualifying coming after this final squad 2. That's when the match play starts. Got to say as well, while we start the stream off here, from me and the Ride in the Ditch brand, pretty much massive thank you to Lee Chatfield and all the sponsors pretty much that's sponsoring this. Big Bear Bolts, Mint Sportswear, Radley's brand, man that's just bowling in front of us, puts it in the Brooklyn, gets the strike. Is it AWT? Kim Johnson's upholstery, seat building business, whatever it is, something along them lines. Who else we got? Amplify My Training, yep. One of the Sykes brothers.
Yeah.
Then you got us on that little poster as well. That little A-frame over there. Chris Sloan going heavy there. Gets a good 9 though. Not happy about it. Oh, Brandon with a nice messenger. I thought he was a little bit wide then. Comes back nice though. Double to start for him. I think at the moment Brandon might be the top 12 cut for this. James Footner with a wobbler of a 2-pin, doesn't fall though. Yeah, so 50% of the pins from qualifying carry over. Brandon is the 12th place from this 5 to 26. So he has 642 or 43. Does it round up?
Round up, yeah.
Yeah, so
I think it's
643 is basically the score at the moment.
It's probably going to get to.
But there's
about
what?
100.
There's 35 pins in it, isn't there, really, between the cut and well, there's less than that because it's half of it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Dan Chan, who was the cut, Austin's carrying 625.
It's about 18 pins, isn't it?
18 pins.
Yeah. Between the cut and 26 spot.
Yeah. Carry 50% forward, it scrunches the field up a bit, so
Yeah.
you've still got, I mean, other than...
I think the two Desperados need about 70 pins just to catch 26 up.
Yeah, I think Austin's carrying 570. I think Tash is carrying 550, so they're 50 and 80 back, 70 back. So they need to go big for these four. But everyone else is well within capability of getting to the number, whatever that ends up being.
Well, Tash has drawn the pair of lanes that she shot 220 on.
230 in the Despo, yeah, she was on.
It's 220, wasn't it?
232.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry, 225. 225. If she, no, 220.
It was 220. I swear it was 220 and
yeah.
215.
220 and 5 pins bonus.
Come on, Craig, get with it.
I wasn't paying attention, mate. I was too busy watching you bottle it.
Miss single pin in third frame.
Brandon doing what Brandon does.
3 on the bounce for him. For saying he was the man that was basically the cut line. He's putting the pressure on the people above him now.
Jamie Bottomley turned up today. He's got a proper shirt on.
Let's have a look down there. Will.
He had a good last set. Squeezed into the cut yesterday. I think he had
a very good last set.
What did he have? 680, I think it was.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He didn't just squeeze in, did he?
No, he didn't.
He's well in. He was like 70 over, wasn't
he? Yeah. Yeah,
79 over. Yeah.
How's that fan not on?
Sorry, is it a bit warm?
Sorry, you lot. I'm just like, there's going everyone up. I don't want to see your shirt on.
Yeah. Micah Richards.
Yeah.
I'd love to have Micah Richards here doing this.
It'd be funny, wouldn't it?
It would. He's hilarious.
Roy Keane. It's a derby.
That's right, he's doing.
The Lancashire versus Yorkshire Challenge matches. It's a derby. It's a derby. Oh, open for Futner. Dan Harding then on the camera here. Lane 13. Wow, that was well heavy. Was that Jack Saunders? Nice strike for him. Big last set as well for him. Last squad of the day, Jack Saunders. Saw him. He would have missed the cut because he was on 30 something over or 42 over or something like that. He would have been the one that had just missed out. Had a big last set, last squad. Sees him well in.
So it's his fault I'm not bowling?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll take that. It's Brandon with the front four.
Him or Will. It's front 3 on 3 and 4 as well.
It's not Will.
Yeah, but Will was out of thingy one beforehand. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Out of the last squad, Will had a big last squad, and Jack had a decent last squad, which both saw him jump inside the cut line. Who's B then on 3 and 4?
Mr. Moore.
I imagine it's Moore. From what he was shooting yesterday, and when he went on to 3 and 4 on the fresh early doors yesterday and shot 279, he's more than likely going to be Rog. Well, it's not Frank, it's not Taylor, and now Pete's getting up, so he's got to be Roger.
It's not Frank, because Frank's on a different pair of lanes.
Oh, right, yeah, Frank is on a different pair of lanes, you're right.
It's Elise.
So it could be Elise. I doubt it, though.
It's not Elise, I've just seen her leave an open.
Bowl on to see. couldn't have done. It's all strikes.
She didn't look happy, so it's not her. Let's just say it's Paul Moore.
It's the many bowlers that look happy when they bowl.
This is true. This is true.
Although the last squad yesterday is probably the most enjoyment I think I've had in the tournament.
Oh, that squad yesterday was decent fun, to be fair.
Oh,
Oh, hello. Bearing in
a little
mind
bit of interference there on the camera.
Oh,
Surge of electric. Don't know what happened there at all. Let's go top of the centre then. What we was talking about. Yeah, it is Paul Moore that's gone front three. Taylor really heavy. Two-hander that's bowling with the purple. Stephen Gill with his 5 purples that he's brought with him to this tournament. Bowling one of them there.
Paul with the front 4. Paul not chucking purple. It's black. Still urethane, but it's black.
Does he own a purple, Paul?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him throw one.
Oh god, he chucks it loads at ESPTs. Sponsored by Hammer, isn't he?
Yeah,
Not
no,
gonna
but...
have a hat purple.
No, but...
Chucked it yesterday when he bowled.
Oh, front 5 for Brandon. Any side will do for Austin Taylor there. Brooklyn strike. Struggling.
Being as far down as he is, he needs to take everything he
Probably
everything
needs to strike out this game to make it look respectable.
Yeah.
Frank Stevenson there then with a strike. So double for him. Opened in the first. Been clean since. Strike for Elise. She's had 2 opens. First and third frame.
Oh.
Now bouncing back with a double. Oh, wow. I have no words.
Yep.
Wasn't on the camera, but it was very right. It was probably just right a shot. Don't know how much of it you would have seen on lane 8. Andy Morgan was it right over Brooklyn side, and all I'm going to say is members bounce. Really, it's probably the best way to describe it. I'm putting this fan on now. You can tell the home support's in. Pete Stevenson then going for these 2 pins here on lane 3. Ooh, only takes 1, chops. Open for him in the 5th frame.
Brandon from 6.
Oh, wobbler of a 10 pin. Nearly as harsh as that pin that was staying up in the bloody gutter for me yesterday. I don't know if that was caught on the stream. I don't know if he changed the camera or not. I think I went front 4-5. Pretty much. It was a nice shot anyway, put it that way. And the pin just decides to stay up in the gutter and spinning round. Oh, lovely messenger there from Cocker.
Paul Moore's just stuck number 5 in.
Can he go one better than Brandon on his next one?
It's Paul Moore, you wouldn't put it past him.
Nope. Hall of Famer. Won the first English Open. Bit of general knowledge for you there.
Has he won 3? I think overall. I think him and Stevie T are tied on 3 maybe.
I know it's on.
Come on. You said you had some general knowledge here.
It actually hurts every time I attack right here. He's got 3 on there.
Yeah, Paul's got 3. Yeah, Stephen T's got 3. There you go. I didn't need that. I know who's won. So the last 2 winners, Brandon Roberts and Ben Robinson. Both of those were with a decent shout this year as well.
Just if he still had Nuneaton, it wouldn't be that far of a journey down here. I love Stroud Polo in all fairness.
Nuneaton was a good bowl.
You better have it. Be in trouble if you don't.
All right, okay.
We'll come
It's
and
right
get
there
you.
for Ray.
Oh, no. Paul Moore getting up from 6.
Yeah, I rode that well actually.
Paul Moore leaving a stone 7 there, down on 4 after the front 5. Lee Cocker doubling up, lane 5 there. Good shot. Frank with a nice messenger there on lane 6. Did he? Wow. James Footner, lane 7. Oh, didn't quite kick out the 10. Oh, Stephen Gill there, lane 5. Nice trip 6. Not looking happy about it. Oh, chins, lane 8, Hadley there. Leaving an 8 pin.
Awful feeling. It's funny if you're a spectator though. Well, he's asking for it to go left.
Oh.
He's asking for the Brooklyn dirty. Oh, what a messenger there from Ray Teese. Putting on a charge now, 3 on the bounce. You can hear him from afar, Selwyn with his gobble.
You've got to get that clipped up, play it as a sound effect.
It does, yeah. It needs like a little animation, doesn't it?
Yeah, just
A Selwyn animation or something like that. Ooh. 4-5 left from Cocker. Anybody close to finishing, which is probably closest to finishing.
Up there on the string.
11 to 12 is probably.
That Matt,
13 and 14 is probably your best.
I think that's Matty Chamberlain
Closest
up
to
the top
finishing.
there on a string of, is that 4 or 5?
4. Yeah, 4 on the bounce. My guessing is C is Jamie Bottomley. But it's just kept it clean.
Another one from Matt, that's 5.
We'll find out now. Oh no, it's Dan. By the looks of it.
Well, C, yeah, I think A is Jamie.
Oh, yeah, C, yeah. Yeah, it's just kept it clean, hasn't it? Steady through the first part, now he's on a double. So.
Who's that, Dan?
Dan Harding, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Needs it. He's at the lower end. I mean, we only said that there's about 13 pins in it, but
there's not many pins in it, but you still need to have a
you
decent
put
start.
in a good first game. You take quite a bit of the pressure off. In all fairness,
Yeah.
especially when you think Jamie's struggling, only on 135 through 8.
Oh,
Will
well.
missing a single pin. Will's struggling.
by the looks of it.
100 through 7. Stevie T's not massive.
Stevie T, I think, has struggled on the fresh this tournament so far. He's liked it when they've got a little bit of transition, and he can play that light senior mixer.
Yeah, I was going to say, old man now, senior man now.
Still class. Still class.
He is a senior though. Oh.
You be careful with that wrist.
It's already hurting. It can't get any worse.
Damn.
What happened?
Chucked in the ditch.
Oh, Dan Chan.
Yeah, Dan Chan. Mr. Chan. Missed the cut, and I'm going to
Well,
beat you by 4 pins so you don't get to play again.
There's 2 Dans in the squad, that's why. That's why I was like, what? Matty Chamberlain. Only at 7 this time, can't carry on his string.
Still made a decent dent.
Oh.
Looks like he's going to finish for
He'll finish
2
over.
220.
164 through 7. Yeah.
Shot down.
Dad, what are you going for? All right.
Just as good as a 9 spare.
Nice spare.
Okay. I hope you don't have any more 9 spares then.
One spare.
If I leave, I'll get missing them anyway.
Fair enough.
Here we go, Stevie T now. He's on it. He's found something.
He'll always find it, won't he? Stevie will work it out.
He always does.
He always does.
He's not wrong though, he has struggled on the fresh. Well, say that.
I say struggled relatively. Stevie
Right,
T,
mate.
Stevie T struggling is still good for the rest of us.
Dan Harding, strike after an open in the 9th. 182 for him now. Ray's on it.
Easy from his previous win here, when he won the 15-game round robin. 15 games. That was the final one year.
What, for the English Open?
Yeah. 15-game round.
Brutal, that is.
Yeah.
Ray won. Grounded out.
Well, he's 16 player, two game match play in it after this,
That was a
of which the top 4 have automatically qualified from qualifying, and then 12 from here come in. 50% of the qualifying scores for these bowlers have got carried over. The likelihood of seeing the 2 Desperado players go through is very slim.
Pound in the pot every time we do that.
Spare for Dan to finish 192 from where I'm looking. It's either 192 or 197. Need to get the binoculars out. Actually, a wireless mic, I'll walk over and go find out. Yeah, 192 for Dan. Jamie Bottom has recovered it nicely. 4-bagger to finish with a 195. Oh, sorry, mate. What's up? Yeah, come on then. Jamie Bottom was struggling. Finishes with the back four, 195.
Yes.
Keep with round par scores and you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few here that look like they're going to get to maybe 220, 230, but there's a lot that aren't.
If you're already if you're not the 2 decibel players,
I think if you're not the 2 decibel players, I think you just need to keep yourself in it because you're not going to get that far away. But
yeah, YouTubers, yeah.
someone trying to get you closed down.
Senior number 2's put in a bit of a finish here.
Senior number 2.
Gary.
Didn't even realise Gary was bowling. In all fairness,
Senior lane, that is.
Yeah, senior lane.
yeah. Probably good. Are they both on the same lane or? Yes. Or are they
no.
just on the same pair?
Gary's 8.
Over down the bottom here.
Right. What's Syed over there? Let's go wander over again. Let's have a look.
Couple finishes
A 194 for A,
That's
which was
I believe.
Lee Cocker.
Frank's had a 2-0.
Frank's had a 2-0. We've now got Ray and Stephen Gill
Both
finishing
on,
up.
Both on a couple. Well, Ray's on more than a couple.
Oh, Ray's hitting 230 here.
Struggled in the first 4, but we'll go here.
Hands behind his back. 220 then.
Oh dear.
No, 230. Yeah, Spurs at 231.
Spurs at 231, yeah. Sloan here in front of us, finishing off nicely as well.
Right, let's have a look what's happened down here on 13 and 14. $182 for Simon. $230 for Matty Chamberlain. $230 for Matty there. Big score.
Mate Chamberlain.
Yeah.
He bowls well here. He always bowls well. Very steady bowl.
You don't do what Matty does without being a good bowler. Not as if he doesn't have a good track record, is it?
It's in the family, isn't it? Autumn was brilliant. Just
I never saw him.
she's really
No.
good. Autumn was brilliant. Yeah. Just sort of peaked, and then when I got married and got kiddies and that, and like so many of the England bowlers, the lady bowlers that go
Yep.
and have families and drop out.
Yep.
So,
There's been a few. Quite a few. Yeah.
You told me 15 minutes ago I was going to get 190, I wouldn't have believed it.
have faith in yourself.
I do now.
I could name a few. Let's go middle as these finish off here then. Low scores on 11 and 12. 182 and a 166 gone in there. One was Whale and one was Natasha. Did Footner have the 203?
Footner's had 203, Brandon and Chris both on 226. And
Hadley had 170.
no, sorry, Hadley had the 20, Footner's had the 170.
Right. Oh, did Hadley have the 2?
Yeah, Hadley had 20.
Was see? Now, was it mind games in practice?
I think he had a decent look with it yesterday, so you've got to try it. I think he bowled a whole. What was it? Two games out?
He shot a 260 something and then went back to conventional the next game.
Yeah, I think he had a decent look with it, so it was. It was worth having a look. I don't think there was necessarily any mind games.
157 conversion from Gary LeBaker.
Gary the Hare Baker.
Yeah.
What a bowling that man's got. Absolutely.
It's as if he does it for a living.
He was up at 5:30 this morning, perfecting that.
The big blower thing on the top of his head with the curlers in.
He's a get out in bed and it's just set
Do you
by
think?
the guy. He's a night before. Sleeps in a hairnet. Like a dinner lady. Midday supervisor now.
Midday supervisor, yes.
Oh,
Tickle, tickle, tickle. 157 followed by possibly a 5710.
195 to finish for Gary.
Senor Gary, eh?
At 246 for you.
Yeah.
Big game for Pistol Pete to start. That puts him definitely inside.
That's well up there.
Definitely inside. How many inside was he?
I think he was already.
Pistol. There he is, Pete Stevenson.
Pete Stevenson about in the middle there, but 246 will soon put him up towards the top end.
He was only about 5 or 10 pins over what's the cut with the 50%.
I think 246 there was high game.
Oh, easy.
I think
You had a 230. Ray had a 231.
a couple of 220s here.
Yeah.
That's Paul's finishing off with.
Makes them 170s not look great.
Yeah, that's soon 50 or 60 pin. Oh,
173 for Taylor.
Paul Moore spare this strike for a. Is that 215 maybe?
What's he on 205? He's got to be on a different number than 5. 3, 5, 5 now.
5, yeah. No, so if he strikes here, that's
Yeah,
215.
215.
Which, bearing in mind, he started with the front 5, he's probably going to be slightly disappointed with that. But he's still
215.
still plus
215 puts you in it. With how close it is.
Obviously, after each game, they're moving left lane, moving one pair left, right lane, moving one pair right. So,
Hey up here, he's psyched putting the scores in as they come in. No, he's sorting the what would you call it? Match play, like graph out.
yeah.
Probably the best way to describe it. Right, then starts off here. Frank Stevenson strikes. 9 for Natasha. Strike for Chris Sloan on 9. Oh, wait, up. English Open trivia question. Who has one of the English? Who has won? I guess in
English Open the most times. We actually spoke about this about 15 minutes ago if you were here, but clearly you weren't. So we've got, I think it was Stevie T and Paul Moore tied on 3 times. Nobody else has won it more than once. Have they? No.
No. There you go.
But that could change
Paul
this year.
and Stevie T. Joint top winners.
Other previous winners still bowling. We've got Ray Teese, Brandon and Ben. Ben's still.
Well, Ben's automatic qualified,
Yeah.
top 4. Still about 40 pins behind Don Barrett's. Make it look like a playground.
Yeah.
session that he had yesterday morning.
The thing is for them, they're not carrying anything forward. They're straight through to match play. So
Yeah.
as long as they've got the bites. Oh dear.
Match play brackets. There we go. That's the best way to describe it. Cheers, Andy. It's too early in the morning.
Some of us didn't leave here till gone 12:30, you know. Working off a 3 or 4 hours sleep.
Hey, well, 3 or 4 hours sleep. You were in the same room as me dad.
I was not, was it?
I had probably about half an hour's sleep.
Well,
Does he snore? Thought the combine harvester was going in the in the farm at the side. Oh, strike for Chris there, double. Go on.
just surprised me here. Actually, just thinking about a name. Rob Thirlby obviously made match play straight away. He's never won it before, which probably one name that you would put down.
Who was? Oh, it was Jamie. Was it Jamie yesterday that said about playing against Phelps?
He played against Phelps first round of match play, I think last year. Right in front here on 7 and 8, and yeah, Phelps. I think he
threw it to the barrier or something like that. Threw Phelps off or something like that. Didn't mean to or something. You're saying, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Accidental mind games. Accidental in inverted quotes. Yeah, Paul Moore's won it 3 times as well, Andy.
Yeah.
Paul Moore won the first one. How many women have won it? Here we go.
I think there was a period where there was about four women.
Joel's won it.
Kirsten, Vicky, Joe, Lisa John.
There's 4 there.
4 women in 5 years won the English Open, which that's damn good going. I don't know what the format exactly was back then, but that's still.
Back in its day though. Non-eaten. Are they all non-eaten? Yep, they're all non-eaten.
Played that one. Stu won it.
He's an alright bowler though, isn't he?
Not dedicated though. He's not made the trip. It's disappointing.
PBA league though, isn't it?
Dom's here. Dom's made the
Yeah,
effort.
well.
I thought Verity might come up.
She's here, isn't she? Yeah. She is.
She was in Bath on Friday.
Well, you got a few that were in London, didn't you? Tim Mack and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sean Rash.
And it's all getting streamed as well, so you could have even been on TV as well, so you can't even go over all the TV rights. Think of your sponsors.
I think with Verity, it's just a bit of time with her family. You know.
It's a lovely day out for your family. It's a Stroud Bowl. 35-degree heat. What more could you ask for?
You know, they could have come on the commentary if they wanted to as well. You know, they could have made it a proper day out.
Last time she was in England, she was here. She did her thing here.
Training session thing.
Yeah. There's no Stevie T very well. I think she started off with Stevie T, coaching and that back in the day. I first met Verity at Banbury Bowl. She was about 13 or 14 in a King of the Hill. She whooped my ass. Excuse my language. And final of a King of the Hill. I mean, this little girl came up and she'd been bowling really well and made the final. I had a reasonable game. I don't know, 230, she had about a 246. I turned to her mum and said, she keeps this up, she'll go all the way.
I think she's done all right since, hasn't she?
Truer words were never spoken, were they?
Oh, what a spare! What a spare! Matty Chamberlain there on 12.
4-9.
Yeah, she's not done bad for herself, I suppose.
Hadley there with the front 3.
She was very good with the
Phelps was second in 2010, apparently. Can he go one better this year?
You can never rule him out. He's got all the experience. Yeah, Jack Sanders there.
Do you know what? Right, who was the 4th player? Oh, it was Kevin, wasn't it? Kevin Mellon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Mellon. Can we say it? Is it a bit harsh? But 2 of the older side of the adults in the top 4.
I don't think it's harsh. I think the average age of the bowlers here, they're on the higher side. But that's
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Don Barrett is
Bob
probably.
Barrett is in the building, so be careful what you're saying.
No, he wasn't going to be bad. I was going to say he's probably arguably the GOAT of English bowling.
Yeah, I think, you know, at the end of the day, two PBA majors, you know, that's not anything to be sniffed at. He's definitely up there with.
Didn't he do a Grand Slam? A couple of years ago.
Yes, yeah.
We all know
Yeah, so
Paul.
he's won the-
Didn't Dom do a Grand Slam a couple of years ago?
He did.
He's won the US Open, the TOC, and the Players' Championship. Yeah. Which again, that's all right.
There's only an handful of players that have done that as well.
I think it's 4 or 5 players that have done that.
Something like that. Only a few.
Oh, happy there with a shake of 7.
I know. Richie was down to bowl Ray's brother right in front of us, another PBA bowler, but something to do with visas or something like that. Because obviously, once you come back, you've got to get a new visa, haven't you, to go back over there to work every time,
He wasn't
aren't you?
able to get it all put through in time for PBA League. I
Your
think.
brother. Is that the proper reason? Because every time you got to come back over, you got to get a new visa, haven't you?
There's some ins and outs that I don't know, but I know that they're getting stricter at the border.
Right.
For a lot of the internationals, so like the head of the PBA, Tom Clark, had to get involved. And was saying it's like all the sponsors for the international bowlers, they need to be a bit stricter on getting the forms and everything in. And you can't obviously have a visa application go in while you're there on like an ESTA visa or anything like that. Right. So there was a potential that it could get held up. Rich obviously coming back to then go to the PBA League. If there was a problem and he couldn't get back in, that screws up the team and then the league.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Yeah.
because he had enough days on what he was there on already, it didn't make sense for him to come back. So he was there, and then they'll sort the visa out. Either there being applied for or when he gets back. So then he had to miss out on the last and that, but he'd rather be out there and play the league. And he's playing regionals and stuff out there and cashing, so it's not like
Yeah,
he's
you
missing
can't moan him. Nah.
So basically, what we're saying is Richie Teese has picked the PBA League over the English Open. What do you think about that, Chatters? Is that one of your legitimate excuses, or?
Richie did tell me, he messaged me and he was like, well, I don't want to win something else in England, so I'm going to go to America. Richie said I need to prove myself again and again.
Yeah.
He's also got a visa. I think he can't leave until the visa stands back or something.
No, Ray's just saying they're getting a lot stricter on the border, so you can't apply while you're in the country already. So there's a potential that then he's gonna affect the team for the PBA League and stuff like that. If you want, it's understandable. It's understandable.
The question is, would I take Chris and Dom over Richie? Oh, I mean, who's asked me that before?
Why are you nodding your head?
Yeah, I would. And Richard probably agreed because we're all mates. The best thing about that is everyone is actual mates. So, and when Richard won his first title, the Shark, about a week later we were on the golf range and we bought us a beer. So it was all good. Me, Rich, El, Matty might have even been there as well.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing the picture. I think Matty was there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Matty couldn't be here this weekend. He wanted to because he's an absolute wasted talent and he knows this. Matty Clayton is one of the best. He's got one of the best touches with a bowling ball. I double confirm with a bowling ball around. He's very, very good. He's also got really small hands.
He has.
But he's just moved back up to the north and getting himself sorted.
Just come back to the promised lands then, back up north.
The other side of the north.
We're still all one.
We are one. Yeah, he's gone back up north, going to set himself up, probably with the wages he was earning down in sort of Surrey, he'd probably buy most of Newcastle.
Yeah.
Apart from the bit that Ricky Froley owns, and Mark Johnson, they probably own the rest of it.
Probably own the rest of it together.
So have you heard that Newcastle Football Club, so it's Amanda Staveley and all the rest of them, the silent members are Ricky Froley and Mark Johnson.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right.
Sponsored by Danielle's Bistro in Hexham. Give that a shout out. Ricky's gaff. So if anyone wants to go towards Hayden's Wall or anyone like that, pop into Danielle's Bistro. It is 4.8 on TripAdvisor. And Ricky, promise you, he will not serve you because he's terrible. But he is a really nice little restaurant.
Will not serve you.
Are they sponsors on for next year's English Open then?
Ricky might even turn up.
Yeah.
Hey, up.
Oh, the English Open or the over 50s Open. So now he's over 50. I very missed.
And there's over 50s in here. Steve Thornton and Gary Baker.
Yeah.
He used to say that he couldn't be one of the ones that's crashing.
We've got a nice mix
Well,
here.
that-
Over 50s, under 14s.
They're all cash in. Poor Gary Baker just missed out on the highest senior qualification by a couple of sticks to Steve Thornton, and that was for another £100. So yeah, Stevie T's already
Already well in the money, isn't he?
squad winner, quite highest qualification for a senior. So is Gary. He won a squad anyway. So all good.
Is Gary up there for Masters or not because of not bowling enough? ESPT.
I cannot confirm or deny. There might be wild cards floating around.
Oh.
And no lobbers, it won't be you.
They're just wild cards for the seniors. They get all the perks.
So the seniors don't think so.
No, apparently not.
More to that.
What's
I don't think Gary can make it.
has it been publicly announced yet what the next, or the special thing for the ESBT here in a few weeks is?
Yeah, it's a dual pattern. It'll be a dual pattern. It'll be our first dual pattern. Not saying that's long and short, not saying it's short and short, not saying it's long and long, or even two mediums. Because dual just means dual. It could be a play on words. It could be an absolute duel.
That is
From 30 foot,
that
back
is
30 foot.
unbelievably annoying.
Or also-
Because on that same weekend when that's on is when Gav Bowden's doing his 24-hour
24-hour
marathon,
thing.
and I agreed to that about a year ago.
Maybe one of the dual patterns could be the Shipley 24-hour pattern, but after 23 hours. So that's the pattern we're going to use.
Ooh, tasty.
I think something's right. You said it, but you've noticed it says on the score sheet 29.
Right, I can't change it because that's the last time I actually got 14 games and made the finals. It's history, man. My little clue, my ideas would be a pattern on one lane that the left-handers will prefer, and a pattern on the right, and a pattern for the right-handers will prefer.
So the left-hand lane is going to be at Stroud and the right-hand lane is going to be at Shipley.
Let's hope not. For the righties.
Right, love Shipley. All that free hook.
Righties love Altrincham.
Oh,
When I said jewel, it's definitely not crown jewel, just to let you know.
it's disappointing.
Nah,
that is.
you don't want that on.
Why not?
Not for. If anybody's got
Gateway
more,
Arch
if
on the left, Crown Jewel on the right.
you
Carry Fest.
Tell you what, I could do that, and people won't even read the lanes anymore to
If
realise.
you could just tell them that you've put down like a 2-to-1 pattern on like the odd lanes and actually stick down Gateway Arch, some people would overcomplicate it.
Everyone does. Everyone would. It is a true fact.
you'd probably see 3/4 of the field lofting it in game one.
Yeah.
YouTube, mate. Yeah. Right in the ditch. Oh, here we go.
Matty.
Matt, you.
Yeah,
It's
Matty Clayton. Yeah, he's there listening.
Oh, Matty, man. The tournament and bowling miss you in general, but I know you're on your way back with your new balls in your small hand. and I know exactly that you want to be here. And I will reply to your message, just haven't opened it yet. That's why it's not blue. That's why it's not blue ticked.
He's seen it. He's not interested.
Oh.
Well, a slap out from Ray.
Bit of slap and tickle.
Yeah. Whatever gets the job done.
In the morning.
Aaron Underhill watching the stream. I bet you he's still in his hotel room. Get down here, mate. Come on.
Morning.
That's
Morning.
Aaron.
It's nearly afternoon.
The Hulk. Aaron Underhill. One press up.
Come on, Pop.
That's all it takes.
Oh, heavy for Frank. That's going on elsewhere. Let's have a look. Bottom end of the centre. Taylor leaving the 7-pin. Looks alright. Going along nicely in this game, in all fairness to him. 9 spare to start, then he's had a 4-bagger.
Distinct like a 5-pin's going around this morning. Maybe it's because these are the good bowlers. Still expect they had one every now and again, surely.
Who's D? Oh,
That's
Hadley.
Hadley.
Oh.
Hadley's going along all right. As you would
Smash.
expect.
279 chance for Hadley.
Always amazed watching Hadley bowl. Like his role is it's so much different to every other lefty, and the ball does things like that ball there. That looked well inside, and he just knows how to trick it and get it to sit.
He's just he's an unreal bowler.
He's always in play on everything as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the game's really good grinders. Very rarely see Hadley stick in a bad game. He'll find a way to get to the pocket on anything.
Obviously off shot, but 2-4-8 10 there left for Chris Sloan. On 10.
Oh, ball change. Now he's going back up. He's going to go back up.
There's one word for that on 5 there.
Oh.
Chins.
Ray going flush this time. Great shot. Lane
He must
10.
have some power in his slide, Ray. To make that noise every well, not every time, but most times when he's bowling, he must have some proper sticky solar.
Yeah.
And has some insane power.
Oh, a great shot on there from 9 for Tash. Spared the washout.
Lovely shot there from Stephen Gill on 3 and 4.
What else we got going about?
173 for him. Opened. Did he open or is that a split spare?
No, that's an open.
Yes. Opened in the 5th or 6th. No, 6th.
Hadley there with number 4. Still going 279 pace.
We might have to switch back to the middle camera again, just to see Hadley finish Hadley's game.
How's Pete going this game up the top there? Pacing about
What
2-10, I
letter?
think.
He's A, isn't he?
I think he's A, yeah.
And Roger's B.
That's a decent, decent doubles pair in there.
Oh
isn't it?
yeah. Roger's staying steady. Re-rack on 10, please.
Just reset it.
Oh, it's reset, never mind. I could see us spamming the button, nothing was happening.
Dear.
Fair enough. Natasha, I'll tell him. Yeah, Chloe, can you either try a re-rack on there or you might have to tell him because it's, yeah, the head pin's missing now.
Oh.
What was it Basher said on his stream last weekend?
I don't think
Let's
it's best to repeat that.
let's not repeat that.
Quality commentary.
Oh!
That's disgusting.
Right, a shot there. Lane 7, Ray Teese.
Loved it off his hand.
That tells you the answers to what you just said.
You can tell when you've thrown a shot that you're asking for a little bit of help with. Your hands go behind your back.
Oh.
Got
5 pin, lane 6.
Oh, 5-pin lane 6.
Mr. Footner.
Being a perfectionist doesn't sometimes take very much of that.
Yeah, no. You can just tell when you're asking for, if you miss your mark a little bit.
Little help.
Yeah. A little hold or a little bit of a ball motion.
See how this 5 pin goes on lane 6 here, Mr. Footner. First one of the morning.
279 still on as well on 9, 10. Badly.
Oh! It's meant for the good bowlers. Shouldn't be any point pointing around here. Shot, James. Just round here. You only got to hit the pin, mate. Yeah, you did that, I think.
By a lick of paint. Just shouldn't be missing fire.
Hadley stepping up frame 9 here. See if he continues the string.
Let's go over to it.
Oh, that's a good shot, good shot. Yeah.
Oh, he's still on for it.
Quality.
What a bowler.
It's almost like he's bowled here before.
It's almost as if he likes this centre.
I think he may have had a few successes here in the past week or so.
Just a couple. We've had a 203 and a 237 over on 3 and 4. Who is it this bowling? 1 is Dan. I think A is Dan. Or wait, C is Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Lee Cocker with 237 and up the.
And 203 is Dan Arden.
Yeah. Dan's 230.
230. 213. Come, Gary. Come stand here. It looks like an O.
Okay,
Gary, Gary,
it
come,
looks like
Gary.
that, so that's Dom with the
Gary,
230.
come stand here. From our angle, because of how side on out you are, it looks like a 0.
If you were drinking.
If you were drinking.
What do you mean if?
213 then for Dan Harding.
Shot there.
Oh, Selwyn's on now. See,
Oh, here he
told
is.
you can hear him from afar with his gobbles.
Sent up the bat signal, and here he is.
There's no one lane bowlers either at the moment, either. From what I can see, they're either a no lane bowler or smashing it out of the park. Go on. Ooh. Ray opening in the 8th.
Matty Chamberlain down there struggling on lane 12. 81 in the 7th. Is that with a double?
$109.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the other one. Sorry, that's Gary.
70,
70.
79 through 6. 7.
7.
7.
Carry the double. Austin there with a beautiful shot on lane 8.
How many out of it? How many in it was Matty Chamberlain? Whoa, that's gonna.
Matty Chamberlain had a decent first game there, didn't he?
Yes, 230. But you match that with a 140, and yeah, it's a lot of pins then to catch back up.
Soon lose
It's another 30 pins at least in it to catch back up. Matty Chamberlain. He's on 79 through 7. and then he's got doubled after it, but 79 through 7 with, but then had a double in the 8th and 9th. But 230 to 140 ish.
Chris Sloan struggling there in the end. What's that,
187. Still respectable for when you say you finished 9th overall in the qualifying.
Jack Sands here looking to finish off 227, gets a couple more. And the obviously still on for 270.
Yeah, that's why we stayed with this camera. Dan Chan, the man that, in his own words, fluked it in squad 1.
No comment. He's a quality bowler, he's down there, but I'll bowl with him at Chesterfield on a Thursday night. He's just come back from bowling earlier this year, back into it, and he's bowling a lot. So
You don't fluke 6 games on a sports pattern.
yeah, you do.
No,
No,
you don't.
he bowled well, and he bowled just enough, you know.
It's like what yesterday, Austin Taylor said that if you've got a shot, you've got about a freeboard margin, right? A freeboard margin is still not fluking it.
No,
You've still got to be in a pretty small area.
This isn't a house pattern where you've got 8 or 9 boards to aim at to get to the pocket. You've still got to bowl decent. Nobody who's bowling now has got lucky. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh. Technical difficulties here, holding up Hadley.
Yeah, Lee. Yeah. Happened a minute ago, though, didn't it, with
Go on, Austin.
Natasha? Who's had a 219?
JB Bottomley, I think. Yeah,
Yep.
A on.
Struggled a bit first game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Still shot a 195 though.
Jamie's another
Still-
one who's going to keep grinding all day.
Oh, mate, we were saying it yesterday too, didn't we, when we had him on the stream? Though we were saying he's probably one of my favourite bowlers in England to watch.
Yes,
in all fairness,
he is.
just because even when it looks like he's not on it, he's shooting 190s.
Yeah, he's very hard to read as well. He's not an overly emotional guy. He's always just very placid, goes about his business, and more often than not, he's around the number that you need.
Well, it's like what we were saying. You were saying, weren't you? You said struggling on 13 and 14, and then went four bagger to
Yeah.
finish and shot a 195.
Yeah, he obviously changed something. Got a 4 bag to finish, like I say, a reasonable game. Obviously turned it on a little bit. This game got to 2-teen, and
Lane 10 needs a full set, is that
could quite possibly go a bit. Ooh,
It keeps dropping pins, pretty much. So.
Paul Moore there, first shot in the 10th. Nasty split up the top end. Not happy.
It's not just the free pin, head pin's been on it as well.
Oh. See Ray Teese on lane 8 here.
It's as if there's pins missing in the pit.
Well, the pins have jumped out the back or something. But
Yeah, something like that.
struggling to rack a full set. How was that, Dan?
Yep, no head pin. That's what I mean.
What did you get? What was your first one? 1-7.
Gosh, carried now.
Yeah.
But it's clean second apart from the split.
Yeah. You're not out of it, you know. Putting your good
Only-
two
On-
decent.
well, I
230s
don't think it's 2 big games.
It's a shame that 1 and 2 aren't in play. That's where I scored.
I wouldn't.
Break down on lane.
Yeah, break down. Stick on 1 and 2.
Well, what are you going on to next? 14.
End pair.
Oh, I was going to say, because at this rate, 9 and 10 might be out.
Might be out there. Oh, is that 4
Yeah,
rack?
3 pin this time, 7
And a
pin.
7 pin. Hadley patiently waiting here.
It's just dramatic suspense to see if he shoots a 279. Lovely shot there from Steve Thornton. The amount of times he's done that this weekend is unreal. Bowled a nice shot, shook his head and put his arms out just to say, what?
Steve wants
Perfection.
He knows what he's looking for, and every time something's not quite off, even if it gets in the right result, he's still looking to change those little things. And
I tell you what, so when you are watching, this is 110% a one-lane bowler.
It is, yes.
9 spare, strike, 9 spare, strike, 9 spare, strike, 9 spare, strike, 9 spare, strike. That is how he's gone. Dutch 200?
Well, no, because he's not missed on 7, is he? So it's going to be a 210, surely.
9 pin.
9 pin. You're calling a 9 pin here. Oh, going to be light, going to be light.
Oh, gets the mix.
That's a classic Stevie shot, that is. Light mixer. Nice touch at the bottom.
I think closest I've ever seen to a Dutch 200.
You never had one?
I've
You
never
don't
had
spare
one.
enough, do you? Miss your single pins. If we go back about, 12 hours?
You're probably going more about 24 really. That first squad, I was missing so many.
Desperado, mate.
Missed
You
one.
missed it cost you.
And it was because my foot took off because of how dusty it was. Because of, obviously, with it being warm, everybody's using grip sacks and puffballs. So dust is going everywhere, isn't it?
Doesn't sound good for lane 10. Stevie T. Yeah, nice finish
Yeah,
there for
210. He's a one-lane bowler. Now that's what making your spares does. Any kids at home are watching,
Still make your spares, you can still get to 210.
any seniors, adults, anyone, in all fairness,
Any wee bowlers.
they're leaving lilies. The best thing I think I've seen that this morning. Any of the Lincolnshire lot, or that are inside the Lincolnshire 10 pin. Without that, have you seen that, Paul?
What's that?
Oh, let me see if I can find it on here. What's their page called? Oh, hang on, if I put the N in. I know why it's not coming up.
Oh. Quick time.
A lily on the Wii. That is the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay. Back up and running on lane 10.
Overheated it. You reckon? Right off.
Yeah. The weight wasn't worth it. Maybe split left for Hadley. The 2-7. Ooh, only 1 pin as well. Opens in the 10th. Go all that way.
It's not great having to wait all of that, but it's still a decent. What's that, 2:45?
2:45. Ray finishing with a 2:21. Nice game for him.
Having a quick look at reactive there on the fill shot.
And while the bowlers change lanes, I think it's time for a refreshment break. Unless you want to carry on. Do you want a drink?
No, I'm good. What do you want?
Oh, I love that coat then, please, mate. He finished it off. I knew he'd finish it off, Selwyn. He's a one-lane bowler, getting strikes on one and spares on the other. And then Jamie Bottomley, man that we've just been giving praise to. Stuck a bit there, I think. Gets a good 7. And that's why, kids, you test the approach before you bowl. Hadley trying to nick Jamie's fan there, off camera. Goes over, robs it back.
Fan mind games. Oh, we've got a great big fan down there on 15 and 16. And the one on 1 and 2. Why aren't we bringing them in?
At least it's a lot cooler today.
Less people involved.
But just in general outside as well, it's a lot cooler.
I don't know, we haven't spent a lot of time outside in the past 36 hours.
I was having a spoon's breakfast this morning. Unfortunately, not with a pint. Because that's normally when you have a spoon's breakfast. What?
Willie, the 2, 6, 8, 10.
Yeah, very good pickup. Yeah, but we was in spoons this morning, mate, and honestly, I was freezing because they had all the doors open. The wind chill that was coming through. How's Stephen Gill doing? Let's go. I'll go walk over with the microphone and have a look at his sheet. Campbell's asking how you're getting on, mate. So what have you had with these 2 games?
47.
Hang on, say it to the microphone.
Plus 47.
Plus 47, Campbell, there you go.
Probably.
Time, mate. Time, mate. Plus 47 for Stephen Gill.
It's not bad. Plus, what did he start with? 43, I think. So was he.
Whereabouts was he on the cut?
I think he was about in the middle. Everyone was about in the middle. Down the bottom.
No, he's towards the bottom. But he's only 10 pins off, really.
Yeah, so he started plus 34. So was he plus 47 for these 2 this morning?
For 2 games, I suppose, yeah.
So he's plus, what's that, plus 81?
What?
So he's plus 47.
For the over the 2 games?
Yeah, and he's already plus 34.
Oh, right, yeah, but you're looking at the top 12, aren't you, really? So he's down from what was originally, because he was below 12th spot.
Yeah,
12th spot on there, from 5 downwards, is Brandon Roberts.
Yeah.
Right, so he's, what? Brandon's 83, 3-6. He's 16 off him.
Yeah.
So he was 8. He was 8 pins before they started off the cut.
Yeah, but he's now got to plus 81.
How is he plus 81?
Because he's already plus 34, carried forward, and then he's 40. He's plus.
Oh right,
47 this
over
morning.
the whole event.
Well, that's what it'll be.
Right.
Because you carry the score forward.
Yeah,
Still
but
carry forward.
what I'm trying to say is the court is only 12 of these bowls,
Well, yeah.
right? So with the 47, he's actually plus 39. If everybody bowled a par game. If everybody bowled a par game.
I hear what you're saying. It makes no sense to categorise it.
Well,
like
where
that.
are you getting 87 from?
It's overall.
81.
That's overall, yeah, but it's only 50% in it. So if you're gonna go with that one, you got to take 50% off his first one.
No, his 50% is 34.
Oh, right, okay.
His 50% is plus 34 because he was 69. Was he 68 over? Listen to me. He's plus 81.
How is Taylor getting on? Here we go. And Chris Sloan. Chris
Sloan had a
Chris.
decent first game, and then I think he had a 170 or 185. in the
Where's
second game.
Taylor's right in
Taylor's
front of us, so we'll stay with this camera for Taylor. Chris is down on 11 and 12. Chris will make it. Chris will make the cut. I can probably put my money on that.
So it doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's what everyone else is doing, really. It's kind of, isn't it?
No,
You could-
if I've
you
ever
could-
learned anything
You can be like averaging
if I've ever
220,
learned
but everyone else is averaging 240. You're rubbish.
if I've ever learned anything from my father, it's focus on your own game, not everybody
Well,
else's.
it's true. Absolutely.
You start playing other people's games, you end up playing worse.
I never used to look at other people's scores. Just concentrate on your own game. You know,
Oh, I don't do that.
You
That
can't-
makes me upset concentrating on my game.
you can't change other people's games. You
No.
can only change your own.
I like it when you're on a pairing and you've got people that are encouraging one another as well.
Oh yeah.
Like yesterday,
You're right there.
like yesterday's last squad.
Jay,
You had
you're right there. Bit of footing issue.
9 and 10. 9 and 10 were like that yesterday. There we go. See, look at all the dust that's on his shoe there. It's gone white. It was the same with me yesterday.
As I said yesterday, your long Marshall Holman-esque slide is getting even longer now, is it?
Lane 9 anyway.
It was that was genuinely a problem last night.
I saw the first shot. You tugged it because you stood.
Yeah.
How is Taylor doing on? Let's go and have a proper look how Taylor's getting on. Where's his sheet? Is it in front of us? Yeah, it's that one then. Dad, go on Taylor's sheet. Tell me what he's had. .402 over 2 over. Alright, come on then. Let's use your method.
It's not my method. It's the method.
He was 85
So he's-
over, so
so
it's 40,
Plus
43, and then
That's
45, plus 45.
Yeah, that's not going to help them.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to help a 4 or 10.
I think current top scorers at the minute for this lot is Dan's had a couple of good ones. What did Pete have second game? Pete
No,
had
he
a
had a
decent.
192 first game, Dan.
Yeah, but he's still decent. What, 414 over 2? 4-0.
He had a 213 second game,
Oh, we did have yeah.
so
yeah.
so he's less than that.
What do you know? Pete had second game. He had a 240 first game, didn't he? Do you know what Pete had first game? So second game.
2 summit.
So Pete's done decent. Stevie Gills.
I'd love to go wander around and get everybody's score sheets, but realistically, I shouldn't be in the bowlers area. Is that mine? Yeah. Thank you. Taz, mate.
That's what you look at me. So you know.
It's about the only thing that's diet in my lifestyle. In all fairness, mate.
Come on,
Can's one of my 5 a day. That is.
Selwyn, Westy.
Campbell Grippen,
Where's
Andrew
where's Campbell from? Andrew Dean. We know Andy Dean.
What do you call it? Campbell, Scotland.
Campbell, Scotland. Oh, we got Northern Ireland, Scotland, Westy, far as south as possible, and good old London with Sellers.
You had Andy on as well.
Yeah,
Andy. Can't think of his surname.
James.
James, yeah, that's the one.
Truly international stream here.
Yeah, Andy's in Surrey.
Wait until Kevin gets on. We might have some Swedish.
Hey, yeah.
Don't mind a bit of Swede. Had a bit of Swede over the years.
Oh, Pete only had a 180-second game. He's still over though.
It's still 20 over.
The scores are updated on pitch.
Are they?
Oh, here we go then.
None of this trying to work it out business. We have the technology.
Sports Tour UK if you're updated after 2 games. And a little post about helping the AIK out. What a great tournament that is over in Stockholm.
I have seen that post.
They help the aged.
Help the aged.
Yeah.
I'm already helping them.
Oh, Taylor's cut. 45 over.
There we go.
Oh look, there's Stevie Gill on 81 over, like I said he was.
Yeah.
As predicted.
5 pins. 10.45's the cut.
I mean, everyone down to even Will. I mean, it was always going to be tough for Tash and Austin coming in for a Desperado, not carrying many through. But Will's 95 back. That'll be a big ask for Will. Dan Chan at 985 is still 60 pins behind.
I'd say it's that Elise is. I reckon that's probably your best bet from maybe Gary and Frank.
So even if Dan goes back to back 230s,
still relying on quite a lot of bowlers above. That's the thing, innit?
Yeah. When you're that far down, it's not just you bowling well. You've got to ask for a little bit of help from above. Yeah, Matty there had 230 first game, then went down to a 155. So that's a bit of a hit for him. Oh dear,
Who's saying that?
Frank had a 128 second game.
Who did?
Wow. Frank Stevenson.
Must have missed that. I didn't.
He did look like he was struggling.
Yeah, I saw he took a couple inside, but I didn't realise he only got to 128. Had a better start here. Started with a couple of.
He was probably overshadowed by the fact that Hadley was on for a 279, and we was talking about that quite a bit, which is probably a good thing for him in all sense.
To be fair, that game there, he did move on to Hadley's lane that Hadley started on, and Chris was chucking a couple of shots back up, so transition probably caught him out a little bit there. Lefties and transition, we never mix. Great shot there from Taylor.
He's still a young lad, but he's one of them, Frank. If purple's not working, he's struggling.
Yeah, it's one of those things where purple urethane especially can be a get out of jail free card a lot of the time. But like I say, he's a young lad. He'll learn. Like Ben Robinson has. Ben Robinson a couple of years ago chucked nothing but urethane, but as now
still chucks nothing but urethane.
No, but he's able to chuck reactive now.
But then last week chucked reactive and still shot over.
Yeah.
Lucky Larson's, which had quite a lot of PBA bowlers.
At the end of the day, urethane will always give you a decent look. So if it gives you the best look, you're always going to chuck it over reactive. But like I say, someone like Frank will. He's only going to get better. He's still young. And he's still done. I mean, he's played for adult Team England already, so it's not like he.
Who was?
Frank played in Triple Crown last year.
Did he?
Yeah. He bowled with Adam Cairns in the doubles, which for someone of Frank's age must have been, brilliant experience for him. So. Yeah. No, so I remember doing those England trials, and he came 10th, so he was last one selected. So he's already capable.
Playing 10 again. Playing 10 again, just messing up. Jamie? Ray. Oh, never mind, James, come on. Well, told him about lane 10 because lane 10 keeps missing pins. So. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Sorry, mate.
Just same again, just not setting full rack. Frank's had too many what?
Lane chops.
Lamb chops?
What's it say? Let's go on YouTube. It's Selwyn. It could literally be anything.
It could be.
Lamb chops, yeah. What?
I'm lost there.
Yeah, the Selwyn, right. I know you come up with many phrases, mate, but that one needs some explaining.
Taylor, another good shot. Doubles up.
Yeah, that's what I think. But with Selwyn, it could be meaning anything.
I've got 100 quid on you winning.
At what?
I haven't.
What odds?
What, Jay to win? Oh, that's 50 to 1. Outside chance.
I think
Top senior, maybe.
it'd be betting without Don Barrett in the mix, wouldn't it?
Top English-based Englishman.
Hey, hang on. He's English-based.
Yeah, he is still technically, and his shoes not. Shoes.
No, Stu Williams is American now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
He's English, but he's based in America now, isn't he?
I reckon he's been over there long enough to get American citizenship.
Yeah. Ray Tiso, after a split in the second, has gone next 4.
Which letter? A. C.
My stuff's here if you want it.
You keep going, mate. You're not a million mile out cut.
Where's the scores again?
Let's get the scores up again. Do you know what? Let's get them up on the stream for everybody at home. OBS. Add. Image. Hang on. Hold that sec. Look at that, eh? There you go, there's the scores for everyone. Bottom right of your corner, Ray Teese is leading, 99 over. Jack Saunders second, 96 over. Adam Morgan third, 96 over, joint second technically. Stephen Gill in fourth, 81 over. Current cuts 45 over. Only 5 over it above Stevie T, both on this pair of lanes as well, Stevie T and Taylor. Let's get that up on everyone for this squad. We can switch between cameras then.
Can you use what?
The tape. Can I borrow it?
I suppose so. Oh, took us a tape. Tape.
Thank you. I will return it.
I don't care, to be honest. It's not mine. Not bothered.
I can try and get that on. This is the one camera that's going to be awkward on. Yeah. It's going to have to just be there. Right, no, it's not going on that camera angle.
No, just leave
it's just
it.
too close. It's on the others. Through two games of this 4-game qualifying there. Put them right at the corner if you want to see the scores.
Oh, got a few more on the stream here.
Who've we got?
Millie's popped on. Brian Gillespie there.
They must only be around the corner as well. Aren't they supporting him in person?
I'm going to be honest. I thought Charlie had made the cut. I thought he bowled another squad that got him in.
Both of them bowled another squad as well.
Yeah, I thought Charlie had made it. To be fair. Although to be fair, there was a lot of good bowlers that didn't make the cut.
Me.
And you as well, yeah.
You.
Me as well, yeah. But no, so I mean, Desperado alone, there was the likes of Rachel Cox, Steve Kay, Callum Simons didn't make it.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to go to... Oh, we were on it already. Dan Harding there was celebrating that one.
Dan Harding's struggling here. I think he's struggling to carry on lane 5 and 6.
No, he's not.
Struggling to carry?
He's C.
Yeah?
A couple of 9s, but
Yeah,
there's 3 9s out of 8 frames.
Yeah, struggling to carry, that is. For a lefty, that's struggling to carry.
He's not left either.
There's his issue. Speaking of lefties, Jack Sanders here in front of us. Nice strike.
What letters? Jack's? Jack B.
Jack is B, yes. Where's Jack?
He's up there.
Jack's,
second.
Yeah, Jack's well up there at the minute. Just needs to keep it clean for another 2 games, and
That's it. If he keeps it clean and keeps it average, he's probably making the cut because he's now 45 over cut line. 41 over the cut line. No, 51 over the cut line. Let's get it right. Come on, Thomas.
for anybody who's interested in stats of this sort, we've got 6 out of the 8 lefties are in the cut. Make of that what you will.
One just missing the cut.
With this, that's yesterday's.
And then who's the other lefty that didn't make it?
There's lots of lefties that didn't make it.
Oh right, you want about in
I'm
the...
talking about here at the minute. There's just Austin and Frank who are outside of the other 6 lefties are in the cut.
Frank's 120's gonna.
That's hurt him a lot. 120 is a lot to claw back in 4 games. It's possible, although what's he doing here? In 115 through 7. Yeah, it's going to be a tough grind for Frank to get anywhere.
Stephen Gill's up top for. Yeah, opened in the first as well.
Scoring pace seems to have slowed down for game 3. They are moving between.
Slowed down.
A lot of people are not stringing any together. They're just.
Steve Gill has. Taylor Williams in front of us.
Taylor's having a few, to be fair. Taylor's on the cut.
I think you might be surprised come the end of the game. There's gonna be.
Yes, we did, Selwyn.
What's Selwyn put?
Whether we saw his reply about his lamb chops.
Yeah, chopping pins. I don't think we mentioned it, did we?
You were too busy trying to put the scores up on screen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Taylor in front of us here, see if he can add another one to the string.
Northern Irish lad supporting the Irish lads.
Why aren't you playing anyway, Selwyn?
In Andrew on here. Supporting the Republic of Ireland lad. In Taylor bowling.
Lefty, urethane, of course it carries.
Big fist pump as well there.
Yeah.
Still clean.
Big JB. Let's have some emotion, come on. Is that just because you're feeling it a bit?
In all fairness, I think that's how the pattern is a bit. For some people. If you've not got a massive rev rate.
Go on.
Lovely shot.
Yeah, it's not
Absolutely lovely shot that from Taylor.
Right on the cut line, isn't he?
Yeah, he is the cut.
Do a decent game here. Just
Stevie T.
pump himself up.
With a double there. He needs it. He needs everyone now. He was 5 pins off it when he's Stevie T. Stevie T just outside the cut. Coming to an end down top end of the centre. Let's go have a wander over. Let's see what the scores are. Oh, it's finished over bottom end of the centre as well. Is that 137 for Brandon Roberts? That's a 137 for Brandon Roberts, I think.
No, Brandon's 8.
Oh no, 205. Right, so who's at the? That's Will, innit?
Yeah, Will is struggling.
Will had the 137.
So Will's. I think that's Will out of it now. I think.
If you shoot that low, I don't think you've got enough chance to get. Well, Will was down the bottom anyway when he had the poor geezer.
Yeah. So he's struggled on like a lot of people. So there's a lot of people who had good sets on the burn or double burn, and perhaps didn't have a great look on the fresh. Obviously, when you qualify, you're back on the fresh, so it'll catch out.
Is there anybody that's bowling this that didn't actually bowl on the fresh anyway? It's a chance.
Yeah. So there probably is. I mean, I didn't bowl a set on the fresh. I don't think Will did, to be fair.
He might have done 7-15 squad. That was a bit later.
Yeah, that was his low squad, wasn't it? He bowled his big squad last squad, which was that was on the burn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think. Well, he might. That's what I mean. He's had a go on the fresh.
Yeah.
So.
4 more there. Got four in a row at the back end of his game.
Let's go have a look what the scores are down there. 175's gone in for.
Faulkner?
No.
Nicola Day.
Nicola Day.
Taylor
So I think you
one.
can call Nicola out as well now. You know.
Yeah. Where was she?
She's on 10-16.
If she'd had a decent game here, she could have clawed it. But
She needed to be at least par.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's go have a look at scores down on 13 and 14 then. Who's who? Who was A, who was B, who was C, who was D?
Yes.
Come on, Gary, talk us through.
Okay, Dan is C, and I'm D.
Right, so Dan had a 216 and Gary had a 20.
Lee's A,
Lee Cocker had a 201.
and Mr. Gill.
And Mr. Gill's yet to finish, but he's potential.
He's just being a showman and waiting for the crowd to gather.
Potential of a 257. Why is he giving Makes sense. Damn it.
Steve finish with?
He's on for a 257 if he strikes here.
Just literally stomping your back, popping down the lane.
Yep, 257 for Stephen Gilt. Easy as you like, 257.
I think he's through.
Yeah.
Barring him not bowling game 4, I think. What was he complaining about this morning as well when he walked in? He said something. Ashley's here watching.
Oh, he's fun. He's fun.
Yeah. Obviously, that's not affecting him.
He was trying to put excuses in already, and then goes and shoots a 257 with a poorly thumb.
So what's he gone, like 720 for the first 3?
I tell you what, someone that's bowling well here.
You did what?
And had a 229. That could put you in what? Who's above? That could have potentially dropped down. What's Syed? Syed probably needs to strike out. Paul Moore.
Paul's got a big one.
Paul's B on 11, I think.
I told you, when you said that the scoring slowed down, the scoring's picked up.
Exactly, you got a spare thumb. Use that one. Would you have 290? 2? Oh, they said 260. Should have been
What
well
happened?
in for you.
What happened to your poorly thumb? 257.
It's like it's so bad it's gone green.
Bowling through the pain.
I think he said bowling through the paint.
Yeah, he did. We understood that one. Come on.
He got a 230 on it.
Who was B? That's Stevie T that had a 182.
Yes.
That's going to be probably about a 240 for him to go through now because of how high the scoring is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's shot like 220.
Except for the people that haven't.
No, I mean around that cut line.
Yeah.
Cocker had a 201. So how many Cocker over? 20. 20 pins above Taylor.
Call it a bad 10th frame.
Tell you what, right? Cocker's had a 201. If he goes around a similar scoring on the next finger, he could be like that on the cut line. What's that for Raties? Was leading it. 191 for Ray to finish. 202 for Hadley. Hadley's up there though, isn't he, I think? Yeah, Hadley's third. It was 96 over. He was the 187 on there, like. On Hadley's. Right, Chris Sloan. That wasn't Chris Sloan, was it? Chris Sloan?
They must have been because they're together, weren't
Chris Sloan had a 187.
Yeah.
I might be eating my words here.
Well, I'm you know, there is no evidence of the face I made when you said he's definitely through. He's not had the best luck.
He's got a bad thumb. He's got a bad back.
He's got a bad thumb. He's two-handed. Doesn't matter whether his thumb hurts.
Yeah.
He's not his thumb's finger, isn't it? He's got blood.
He's got all the fingers he can use.
He's oozing blood from one of the fingers. And he's got a bad back, that's why he has to.
That's through bowling two-handed.
Yeah, if you bowl one-handed, you won't get a bad back.
Really?
Oh.
He's got the advantage of being short as well for the two-hander.
Yeah.
At least he hasn't got to bend right down. Like Sir Frank,
Bob, don't you?
yeah, it's much. You know, two-handers, it must be easier to be lower down. You've got to really dip, haven't you, to get it down there. You're not like just swinging nice, easy.
Let's bring a two-hander in. Ben Robinson, come here, mate.
He's a medium-sized one, though, isn't he?
Can't shy away from the camera.
He's tall. He's tall.
All right, Paul wants to ask you a question.
At being two-hander,
Yeah.
is it? It must be harder in some respects to get down to it than just a single one-hander.
Well, like
You've got to dip,
down on the
haven't you?
shot.
Yeah. Did you
Dunno.
ever bowl with one hand?
Yeah,
You
I was
did.
terrible. Yeah.
You've
I don't know.
improved a bit.
I've never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, we're like with Chris. He's just down there. He's there all straight away, isn't he? Really, because he's short.
I have quite a big slide, so I guess that helps me get down there.
Yeah, I guess.
No, you're not bottom. No.
Yeah. It's just a totally different.
You're not.
Isn't it? It's just over the last few years with it coming in. It's just such a change in bowling. It's good to see. I think personally. You know, a lot of people were very much against it to start with, but it's,
Well, I think it's good. So I think it's.
Well, you're not going to be against it, are you?
Yeah, of course.
yeah, from the point of view of
I think
spectators and so
the only thing I have against it is there's far too many kids that go straight to it and don't try and persist a little bit with one-handed and would be potentially better one-handed than two-handed. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're probably not going to go back.
No, that's what I mean.
Starting with two,
Yeah.
you're not going to go
Oh,
back to one.
Because
You'll go from one, you'll go to two.
there's a lot of kids that want the rev rate on straight away and then miss far too many spares.
They see the likes of him.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, though, in all fairness to Ben, makes the spares. You don't win EBTs without making the spares.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I do
Sometimes.
think it inflates the younger kids. It makes them feel like they're better than they are.
Yeah. No, but just saying, like,
Yeah.
I think there's far too many that go straight to two-handed
Yeah.
and don't. It's because
It's easier for kids to bowl two-handed though,
Well, that's why
especially when they're growing as well. It's easier for them to use it two
can
hands.
start and
Yeah.
be reasonably good, very, very young.
Yeah.
Now.
It's more entertaining too.
Oh, it is.
Pins fly.
They do. And
They
there's
didn't
no
fly
two
when I
ways
threw it
about
with one hand.
Let's face it, if we all go out on a night out or whatever, even if you bowl one-handed, you'd pick a house ball up. You bowl two-handed with it, don't you?
Yeah. But we were saying yesterday.
Because it's more fun.
it depends really.
No, you do.
It does.
It's more fun.
It does because you know how to put a rev rate on it. You only need to put about 1,000 on majority of night out places. It's gone straight in left gutter.
The weird thing is, we were talking about this earlier. Years and years ago, I mean, I used to bowl. Well, I used to work at Aylesbury Bowl, this was back in the 70s. And after we'd closed up, we'd pick up a house ball and we'd chuck it
Yeah.
one-handed and get the whole of revs in it. But you never thought to go and do that, all the time. And yet we'd watch it. You'd use a £10 ball or something and rip the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And you had to go down there and scatter the pins everywhere. But you never thought, oh, that'd be a good idea to go ahead and do that. It's weird thinking back about it because we used to do it all the time.
I think of it more as if you sent a one-hander and a two-hander down to practice next to public, they're going to try and recreate the two-hander, not the one-hander.
Well,
It's
yeah.
more entertaining.
Well,
Depends on on who the one-hander is. If you chucked a what's he called now? Motive player in the PBA that was running away with it at the start of the year.
EJ.
Yeah, EJ Tackett. Yeah. If you chucked EJ Tackett there with 600 rev,
Yeah, but you can't replicate that. It's easier to replicate that sort of rev rate two-handed.
No,
Nobody
but
here
what-
is going
but-
to go,
but
I'm going to do that one-handed.
what their argument was there then was if you chuck a one-handed player and a two-handed player next to one another, you're gonna have the two-handed player. You're gonna have more kids trying to recreate the two-handed player.
You are.
Man, I think
I think you
depending on who the one-handed player is.
It's more entertaining. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, in all fairness, you only have to look at Belmo for how much that's helped the sport.
That's the only thing. It's not as stylish.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Helped.
Belmo has definitely made it a worldwide, more widely accepted form of bowling. Like, sort of 20 years ago, it was sort of wrongly seen as just messing about, and now it's actually accepted as it's probably the best way to go. I know a lot of coaches will not necessarily try and coerce people to bowl two-handed or thumb out, but they will, if they harbour any ambitions of getting to the top, it's the better and easier option.
That is a very good point, Andrew. There, kids coming up from rugby and ice hockey that
Yeah.
two-handed from rugby. I can see that being pretty similar.
I mean, if you think of the one-handed form, other than crown green bowls, that action isn't really used in any other sport. Whereas the two-handed one, like you say, from rugby.
And how many people under the age of about 60 do crown green bowls?
I mean, I go every. No, I don't. Nobody. It's not a. It's an action that is only really used in bowling. So, like, yeah, I agree, Andrew. You made a good point there. It is the form that is easy to transition across from one sport to the other. So,
I reckon.
So what we need is England rugby squad versus England bowling squad.
Get it sorted. If you're listening, B2BA, get it down, get it sorted. That'd actually be interesting.
Can you imagine the sweat of that?
And then we go to their sport.
Yeah, that'd be mint.
You first.
We'd be dead.
I don't know. We could feel
It depends.
on the team.
It depends on who you put in the rugby team.
Well, their first team, obviously.
Go on, who'd you put in the rugby team out of bowlers?
I'd be there for a start.
Aaron Underhill.
Aaron Underhill.
Yeah, Aaron's definitely in there.
I'd have your dad there. Just if nothing else for moral support, have him at the side.
His knee'd go in 5 minutes.
He don't need your knee. He's got one average one. I'm gonna go across there and see if Dom's up for a quick five-a-side rugby game.
Well, it'd be sevens, wouldn't it, really?
Sevens, yeah, rugby sevens.
And that's pace.
We've got pace.
Stuart,
Speaking of, yeah, I was going to say.
in-depth discussion of it now.
England rugby
England
team versus England bowling team.
League or union?
Oh, doesn't.
Well, we're saying it'd be rugby sevens. So then you're not playing a 15-man team.
All right, sevens.
I'd take Taylor because he'd just slip through their arms. He's so skinny.
It's a shame Taylor isn't English.
True, actually, yeah.
Bottomley.
Let's face it, are we just trying to come up
Tall,
with something that we can beat
leggy.
the Swedes then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Swedes don't play rugby, do they? Yeah, we can have them.
Simon could add a bit of weight there.
I reckon, yes, them for 15-man squad, but you don't really have like massive. You normally go more pace in sevens because there's that much gaps.
Who's a runner?
That's what I mean. You need people that are runners.
I am over very short distances. I'm a sprinter. And I can do 100 and then that's it. I can probably do that once or twice.
I reckon Jack could do all right. Out on the wing, lob it out to him.
Tell you what, TWP.
TWP.
Tom Walsterprince. He's in decent shape now.
I don't even know who that is.
What do you mean?
No.
He doesn't get around so much these days.
He doesn't, but
You got to remember, mate. Right? I've literally only been back bowling tournament play for probably about a year and a half, year and 3/4. So if anybody stopped before that,
he
then
still bowls plenty. He just doesn't do many tournaments, but he.
let's get rid of this picture, seeing as though now it's out of date, because that's a squad. That's a game behind now. In reply to whoever SD is, because I don't know your name with it not being on show. The three that you've mentioned, Ben Robinson had a bye into the match play brackets. Austin got through on Desperados, had a real big uphill task, hasn't bowled amazingly. I don't know his proper scores. Yeah, he's had 920, 29, so yeah, he needs a miracle really. And then Ray Teese he's up there. He's what did he have last? Last game?
I think he got to 2-0 or 2-10.
Yeah, he's probably about 100 up.
Yeah.
He was 99 up on like overwise.
Game 3's online. if you want.
Game 3's online, right? Let's get it up. 63's the cut now. It's gone up. Right, here we go. That's the one before. Update, come on.
Still has to be absolutely verified, but as it is at the moment.
Oh, Chris Sloan the cut. That 182, 187s.
If, for example, it was only a 3-gamer and Chris was here, who would Chris be playing in the match play first game?
That'd be Don Barrett.
Oh.
So Chris needs to either make a slip-sliding move and not finish last to not face Dom. But then again,
No. That's what we want. That's what we want.
You're gonna have to. Chances are, let's face it, you're gonna have to beat him at some point. Why not knock him off game 1 when he's, he's cold?
Yeah.
Cold.
Who's fallen out of the cut then? Cy Bartram. Yeah. So's James Footner.
but numbers within 220 to 180 is a massive number. Isn't it? Someone gets the extra trip. Someone chops at 610.
Dan Harding creeps in. Who else has crept in?
I think it's about as it is. Elise has got closer. What did she have last game? Yeah, 218. That's pushed her up a little bit. She is top woman at the minute, so
I don't think that matters.
No, but it'd be nice to see a woman in match play. I don't think we had a female in match play last year, so
If last week's match play in the Masters is anything to go by, she was really unlucky. Shoots a 233, gets beat off a 234.
It's not good, that is it? But yeah,
and then when you're adding 20 pins bonus on for winning,
yeah,
it's 21 behind.
Instead of losing by 1, you've actually lost 21, haven't you?
That's what I mean. Right, let's get this. Stephen Giltop at 257. Doesn't surprise me.
Beautifully aligned spreadsheet there.
He's a wonky photo, isn't it? Let's get it up on the stream. Jump back to the camera in the middle of the centre because we've got it lined up with the scores. I know a couple of people have said that they can't read it on the phone.
Tell you what, Cy Bartram just dropped out of the cut there, but he started with the first 3 here.
Only just out the cut though.
Yeah,
he's the cut. He's the one below the cut now.
Could he be the one to push PBA Star out?
Now imagine if he'd have spared that 5 pin, eh?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
From 4. No, from 4.
You know what?
Cross side.
What lane was it in practice that Chris started on?
7 and 8.
Bowling back up. Has it helped Cy out?
There's been other lefties on there since.
Frank struggled.
Yeah, Jack bowled okay on there though. Jack's been on there. Hadley bowled all right on there. So yes.
You say Hadley bowled all right. Hadley was par.
That's still all right.
Yeah, but Hadley's standards. What did he have last game? Oh, 212.
So Hadley's. I mean,
he had a 203, and for Hadley it's probably.
Yeah, but he had a split in the 10th. I think that cost him a lot.
Ball Upton. You can't throw a rugby ball one-handed, to be honest.
You can. It's called American football.
No, you can't. No, it's a smaller ball.
It is, yeah, to be fair, yeah. So, I would say top 5 as they stand down to Tees. I think are probably guaranteed in.
Oh, Tees dropped tonight. It's a 5th.
Tees didn't have it. What do you have? A 191 there? Is that?
Yeah, but
there was a lot of 2 teens, 220s, so a bit moving and shaking.
I tell you what, it's moving loads.
Yeah. There's a lot to play for in this last game.
Make your spares. Got to make your spares.
Exciting English Open format.
Make your spares and you're all right. Don't make your spares and you're out.
More squads next year, though, yeah? More squads at trios pace. That's what the staff want.
That's what the staff want.
Start at 7 a.m, finish at 3 a.m. 20-hour day.
What, yesterday?
Bring them all back to stick. Profit.
Scores? The cut is 63 over. Yeah. 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 You are. Yeah, you're up there, mate. You're fourth at the moment. Yeah. He's unbelievably close. Unless you're Stephen Gill, who's 138 over. Hadley is 108. It's like Steve's got another 30 pins on Hadley. For those that are watching on a phone, if you give me 2 seconds, I'll put it up on screen and give you a proper look at the scores. So there's the proper scores then for you, including what was carried over going into this fourth and final game. Chris, yeah, dancing with the cut line. He's Chris. 2 187s as well, so form's not with him. Got away with that a bit, Pete, because the eight pin fell down. A little bit more on the spareable side. That's the scores anyway. Going into this fourth frame, let's go back to the action. That's what we all want to see, really. Let's have a look around, see if anybody's scoring big halfway through this fourth game then. Anyone's started massively. A lot of spares going in. No real strings apart from Simon Bartram's throw to start, but then opened in the fifth. 115 through 5. He needs to keep him going. Size 5 below the cut line. Gets a good 8, slightly heavy. Stephen Gill with a double there. Taylor Williams and where's Taylor? Taylor's jumped right up there now. Taylor was dancing a bit. Had a 255 Taylor last game. Jumped him right up there. And he's doing well again.
The one that's gone down. Where's Brandon now? He's gone down.
Roberts, mid-table, in the cut wise. But he's close. only takes a 180 from anyone from probably 5th downwards, and you could drop down quite a bit. And obviously they're playing for positions on the squad through they're playing against, as in seeding wise. Oh wow. It's as if Pete come over and asked, just so he could make it a bit tense for himself going towards the 10th frame, innit? Matty struggled a little bit. He had a 216 last game, in all fairness to Matt. But, well, did he have a 216 or is it a 182? The thing's screw with. He had a 182 last game.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I sort of like previous 10
Paul Morse, it feels like Paul's shot massive, right? But he hasn't. He's only 76 over.
He keeps doing this. He's getting going, and then.
Well, he's had a.
Split.
In all fairness, he's been over on every game.
Yeah.
He's had
Where they could have been really big games.
213, 2-0 and a 212.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He just unfortunately gets going, gets a split.
Could be you versus Chris first game in a match play, yeah?
Yeah, whatever it's going to be. How's it going, all right?
Yeah.
Throw on the mic for a couple of
That's
seconds.
it.
I'll go and get Chris.
How are you feeling this morning then?
All
Up
right,
for it?
yeah, fine. Just sit down, have a coffee, wait. That's it, really. I don't know why everyone bowls so slow. Do you?
It's going to be slow compared to the PBA standards, though. In all fairness.
We have a few rules about it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I watch people bowl and I go, your name's up, it's your turn, just go. Otherwise, it's all right, isn't it? It's a good event. I think you guys do a good job. Chatter's surprisingly does a good job as the tournament director, I've got to say. Little laid back attitudes, but gets everything done. Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's the scores anyway. And obviously, they're playing for seeding wise. It'd be a cracking match, I reckon, to watch between you and Chris.
Yeah, actually, Sai, local favourite, knows the bowl very well, obviously. Right there.
Started off with the first 4 as well this game, Si.
So seen himself into the cut. It's quite close, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what we've just been saying. It's like it's been jumping pretty much all the way through the 4 games. Only takes a 180 and you could see yourself out, even if you sat like 6 or something like that in this.
Yeah, it's bunch, isn't it? From what? 11th is 1278 down to 1263. So if you're looking down a bit further to James Footner, Stevie T, and they need a big game now to try and jump in, don't they?
Yeah, that's it. And 220 could see that. Last game shown that, in all fairness. The ones that had 220s, like Dan Harding last game, jumped up from about 3rd below the cut. He's now 3 above the cut. So
yeah, tough conditions.
Yeah. Cocker jumped right down as well. One of your mates.
Yeah, get along well with Lee. Lives fairly close, is where I practice, where his shop is, and takes good care of me. He's got a little golf outing for us tomorrow, so. And I heard there's going to be torrential downpours, so yeah, thanks for that, Lee.
Yeah, they were saying on the news about how it's now turning to autumn conditions instead of the 2 weeks of summer that we've had.
Yeah, I've got monsoons coming and the golf course tomorrow playing 27 holes, so.
When do you jet back over to PBA League?
Yeah, PBA League will go Friday, so we have practice Friday afternoon, and that starts seeding Saturday, and pretty sure Sunday onwards is when we do the TV shows for it all. So yeah, busy few weeks at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of the events that's great to watch on TV. In all fairness, I just prefer team games. In all fairness, in my watching.
Yeah, we don't get to do it often. Normally it's all like individual stuff, some doubles, but yeah, the team event, that one's pretty special. It's pretty cool bowling with the best in the world and getting to see what they do as a team environment instead of you just trying to do it yourself all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
So what's your predictions here? What's going on? There's a few strikes.
Yeah, but he's stringing them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have like Stevie T when he was on 7 and 8, as Selwyn would have said, one of the viewers, he's one lane bowler, strike 9, striking on 7 and couldn't get the carry on 8. So he's stringing the strikes. If you're stringing the strikes, then you're probably gonna see yourself inside the cut. It's like that 2-10 game for Stevie T could have easily been a perfect. In all fairness, he had 9 spares all the time on lane 8.
So yeah, Lee's just inside the cut number.
Pete Stevenson's trying his hardest to tee himself out the cut.
Is he?
Three splits on the bounce for him. He in the 5th it was a 2-10, spared it. He left a 2-8-10 in 6.
They can only strike out for 193, and that's a long way away. 3 frames to go.
I mean, he's up there at the moment. He's got a little bit of a cushion.
30
pin cushion, but
it's on 150 pace right now.
Yeah.
Spares out, it's 150.
And that's low compared to how the scoring's been going. Simon's having a big push. Big push to finish. Just outside cut. 5 pins out.
He's left-handed, he'll be alright.
Do you know what? I think you're a good one to ask, in all fairness. You've been there, you've done it. In match plays, do you do any, we was talking about yesterday, any little mind game tricks or out like that, or do you just focus on your own game?
I think you grow out of that. I mean, maybe when we were kids you sort of try things, but when you get to the professional level you realise everyone's all been there, done that, and you sort of respect each other enough not to go down that road, really. That just takes away from what you're supposed to be doing about, bowling your best game. So, no. But also, you do find yourself dragged into certain situations that, I think the rule is you don't really start it, but if it does go on, it goes on. But no, I mean, you're knocking over 10 pins. It's got nothing really to do with your opponent.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So if you go and bowl a really good game as a professional bowler or any, at our level, that should be enough.
Yeah, and you'd want it to be respectful, in all fairness, sportsman side and stuff like that. But it's,
Yeah, the professional tour doesn't really do it. I mean, we've sort of grown out of that, really. I think probably coming up through the amateur stuff, and you might see it a little bit, and people get carried away, perhaps. But yeah, on tour you don't see it at all, really, because if you've started doing that stuff, then you're already lost, really, haven't you?
I suppose so. Yeah, you're already playing the opposition's game before you've even started playing your own, aren't you?
Yeah, so just let them get on with it, and then you just go and bowl a 5-bagger, and then it's pretty much over after that anyway.
Yeah.
And they're worried about it even more.
Yeah, get the crowd going.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Like, you're on the approach, trying to knock over an inanimate object. The crowd's got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It's just you knocking over
pins.
So.
Yeah. Get the crowd going with how you're bowling on the lanes, pretty much.
Yeah, you're talking about an external factor that's not important.
No, I get what you mean. I'm just, I meant as in just spectators in general. You know what I mean?
Like
just even if they're watching at home.
It's any sport. Perform at your best. You've got to knuckle down and do what you do, and then the results. People appreciate the roles, appreciate people watching and supporting. But if you're worried about the crowd, then you're not worried about what you should be worried about.
No, yeah. I didn't mean it as in a mind game way. I meant it more as in. Just if you're bowling on your own game, you've got first 5. When you're saying about getting the first 5, no matter if both of you have got first 5, the crowd's going to be going, going to be cheering and stuff like that. Anyway, you're going to be a lot more intrigued because the game's close anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so for me, as someone who is okay at match play and have done it a lot, won lots of match play events, it's just about bowling your next shot. Don't worry about the rest.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Well, I'll let you finish this off. Good luck trying to figure out the scores.
Well, that's it.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
What we had here.
Yeah, I'll see
It's
you guys a bit later.
A, B, C, and D as well. It's a hard thing to try and focus it on.
The score sheets are coming in now.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, thanks a
It'll
lot.
be rectified as well now, so we get proper scoring wise.
He's had another good one.
What did Chris finish with?
That's a 225 for Steve Gill, isn't it? He could be top seed here.
Well, 5th seed.
Well, yes.
Top seed out.
Top seed out the qualifying. But it means that you play.
12.
If you was going to play it, it'd be Paul. Oh, that'd be a good match. Is he a redress? Yeah.
Do we know what Chris had that last game?
At 181, and the cut
Ooh.
should be me. I think.
Before this game,
Before
it was
this
you.
game,
It was you on 1263.
What did you have?
I'm aware of this.
What did you finish?
Oh, sorry.
I had 181, and I have plus 44. So
44.
I think I'm.
Si's going to go around you.
Yeah, I know Si's going around me, but Dan dropped out, I believe.
On the one on top. What's the least having? Anything?
Yeah. So I had to strike in the.
What did
I had to strike an attempt to go around slightly.
Oh, well, you left your 9 pin.
It's not an attempt to go around slow.
Oh, hang on.
What did Cocker have? Cocker had decent two summon, didn't he? So he should be in. What did Paul
Cocker had a 194, I think.
Cocker's in. Lee is in. He bowled
Yeah.
190. He's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like.
Who had the 230? Who had the 234 on that pair? Was that Ray? Yeah.
So I think.
Frank struggled. 155.
So I think it'll be as it is, but with Dan out.
I reckon it's going to be less over
than it is now.
than what it is
I
now.
think the cut's going to go down, but I think Dan's dropping out and Si's going in.
Well, Chris is dropping. Dan's.
Yeah, but Dan's-
Dan was what?
Dan's dropped below Chris.
Dan was only 5 above Chris.
Yeah, but Dan's gone below. You've gone below Chris, haven't you?
No,
What did you finish with?
3. He was 4 above. He had a 175 and Chris had a 181. Chris has beat you by 6 pins. He's 2 above you. He's 2 above you.
Si's gone round you.
And Chris is above you.
So
You're 2 pins above. If you had the 181, you're
think
2
you are
pins
the
above
club.
him.
with Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 31 that. Yeah, it was.
It's been crawling across the beach.
Oh, he's missed it. Oh. 141 for Pete. I think that might be out.
So that's 50,
That could-
59.
That could see Pete out.
That is Pete out.
That's Pete out.
So that pushes Dan Harding back in, I think. You're the cut. I think so, yeah.
And 3 splits in the middle of the game.
And an open. Single pin miss.
The single
That
pin
is-
misses. Oh wow.
That's not like Pete. That is not like Pete at all. So that's what we're thinking here. So we're thinking Pete's dropped out. So from game 3, Pete's dropped out.
Far
Side,
off. Oh no.
Elise. Where's Elise?
No, she's not going to have enough.
What can she get to?
A 178.
Yeah, 178.
Nah, she's not going to have enough. She needed a 2 at least.
Yeah.
Rog was straight there on 9.
Roger. That'll keep him in. Wasn't it?
Taylor's
Yeah.
gonna still be in.
Taylor'll still be in. Yeah, so Pete started that game in 4th of this squad. And what was it? 141. Very uncharacteristic 141. I think that's dropped him out. Obviously, we're waiting for all the scores to be finalised, so
Yeah.
we don't know for definite.
It's going to be around 60 over, isn't it?
No, I think it's
Maybe a bit less.
going to be Chris.
About-
It's going to be Chris. And Chris had, what did Chris have?
181.
Yeah, so it's going to be 19 less than that. It's going to be 44. Or was it Dan? 42.
40.
It's going to be around 40 something.
Yeah,
42 or 44.
40. Yeah, all right.
So the cut in that last game is actually going to drop down sort of 20 pins.
It's a
nearly.
good job. It's a good job we've got bowlers like Chris that were walking around and we're keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
So he was a bit touch and go.
That just proves that the bowlers always know what they need. As you saw by Pete there,
Well-
when he missed his single pin.
Is it the bowlers always know what they need, or if they know that if they've had a couple of
The bowlers,
below par games, I suppose they are, aren't they?
the bowlers have always got a rough idea
Yeah,
of
that's
what
what
they
I
need
mean.
and when they need things. Like I say, Pete there, as soon as he...
Yes.
Hold on, mate.
We reckon the cut is about 42 over at the moment.
Yeah, cut's actually gone down. Yeah, you were well in at the end there. The cut for game 3 to game 4 has gone down 20 pins. Yeah. That's it. He's gone from 4th in that squad to out of the cup. Yeah. Man. Yeah. I mean, still missed the 10th, but like I say, 5. Yeah. Wow.
I'll tell you what,
Is Sloan in? We
And
are
then-
pretty sure Chris Sloan is in. We
the
think,
5 pins gone on there every game.
they go on.
They must have gone on, surely. And are they with? That's all I'm thinking is, could the handicap of
No,
5
no,
pins
she's,
against
she's
them?
only had a 1.
I 183 in it.
Yeah. That's
not got
No,
enough.
that's not enough.
No, that's just,
So yeah, we think Chris Sloan is in. We think the cut from what
we
we've
think
worked,
Slow might just be in.
we think the cut is going to be Dan on plus 40.
I tell you what, that's going to be a good game. And it'd be
Dan
interesting.
against Barrow.
Well, you'll have not. Well,
Ben against.
it'd be
Sloan,
Ben versus
against
Sloan, and it'd be interesting to see what Sloan does in practice.
Yeah. That chuck a few up the left there. I don't think Ben's got enough experience that if that does happen, I don't think it'll faze him. But still a tasty match if that is the case. So yeah, that's all bowlers done now. All
It's
scores are
finished
being-
for the. We're waiting for the for the scores. Let's see. We'll go over to the laptop. Let's have a look. Yeah, 42 over the cut. Dan Harding, Chris Sloan, it just above him on 44 over. Pete Stevenson drops out. Stephen Kill, best of the bunch. Be the 5th seed. Abder below him. 6th seed, Ray Teese below him. And Jamie. And Taylor Williams, Paul Moore, Jack Saunders, Brandon Roberts, Cy Bartram, Lee Cocker, Chris Sloan and Dan Harding. The 12 that'll go through, joined by the 4, are automatically qualified. Anyway, we redress now, and a bit of match play brackets. Pete does drop out. Dan Harding was the cut.
Was he?
Yeah. Dan will
Confirmed.
play Dom. Chris Sloan will play
Robinson.
Ben Robinson, which I probably the one match that I think I'd be looking forward to the most out of it. 2 two-handers against one another, one right-handed, one left-handed.
At the end of the day, at this point of the tournament, every match is going to be tasty. There's a lot of big names in there.
Yes, that's very true.
Bradley Morgan, Steve
It's
Gill,
so
Jamie Bottomley, Jack Sanders.
who
Brandon
finished above Chris? Oh, Cocker. He was third. Oh, Cocker Phelps will be a good match as well.
Yeah, that'll be all right. Every match is going to be.
Then who was above Cocker? Let me try and think off the top of my head. I can't think.
Above Cock will be Si, won't it? Si Bartram.
Oh, Si might be built. I can't remember which way around Si and Cocker was now. Yeah, it was right. It was Cocker, then Si.
So Si against.
So
Kev
Si
Mellin.
against Kev Mellin. Left versus left. 2 left-handers.
So how many lefties are in?
All of them. Well, so
Wait, is Kevin a left-hander?
I don't know. I didn't see him bowl.
Kevin Mellin, was he left or right-handed? Right-handed.
He can do everything.
Oh yeah, he was bowling back up for his spares. You're the cut.
So go pull your pants down.
Anyway, until the match day,